On this episode of Media Addicts,
we review the epic movie, The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey.
Where Kevin and I give the rundown on the game Slender.
And this week, we do our first triple review with KP, Rachel Lehman, and I. We review Michael Bublé's Christmas album and some honorable mentions. Media Addicts!
You are watching Media Addicts.
Hi, I'm Kevin Whitney,
And I'm Maddie Bancroft.
and this is our movie review of
The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey.
directed by Peter Jackson.
This is part 1 of 3.
And let's just start off the review. What did you think of it?
Personally, I loved it. I am a huge fan of Tolkien, and I mean, just getting to see Hobbit again was amazing. And the colors, it was perfect. I thought I loved how they did everything. The dwarves were a little overdone, personally, in my opinion, but oh my God, I loved it. I loved it. That's all I can say. I'm a huge fan of Tolkien, and Peter Jackson's filming is just, it's impeccable. I love it.
Well, I hate to be the Debbie Downer in this situation, because I'm always being the Simon Cowell, I feel like, with these movie reviews. It had some great moments, and it also had some moments where it was like, it was kind of snoozy at times. It was just had some real boring parts in it, and I didn't really expect that out of Jackson. Perfect filming, perfect animation, perfect acting, perfect everything you'd really want out of the movie. But if you're a person, say, who hasn't read The Hobbit or hasn't really seen the Lord of the Rings trilogy, I think you might get a little lost in it. But overall, it was a good movie. One of the things that you and I were talking about was the development of Gollum and how he's really changed.
Yeah. Well, Gollum's story is they kind of touch into what his story is in the Lord of the Rings, and then they go back to it in the and you really just get to learn so much more about him in the Hobbit, how he actually was when he had the ring, and then what it was like. And then you've already seen him when he's trying to get the ring back, but then while he still has the ring, he's just really vicious. Almost, he's more cynical with the ring than he is without it.
Well, you got to see more of the real evil Gollum at the end of The Lord of the Rings when he was about to drop the ring over. You got to see that real evil Gollum, and that's what you get to see more of in The Hobbit. I feel like you get to see that more real dark. It's very, and I love the cave that it's featured in, and it's
Gollum's cave.
Yeah, and you see more of his scars, his dirtiness, I guess, and
Right.
it just perfect with that.
He was, oh my God, it was terrifying. And then they give you a bit more of backstory to help you understand what's going on and who the characters are. Some of that was a little slow, but I thought it was excellent for someone who didn't read the books and and couldn't really understand or relate to these characters. Personally, I would give it a 5 out of 5. What would you give it?
My rating would be a little bit more harsher, I guess. I'm going to probably rate it around a 4 out of 5. It's not really harsh, but it was just I had a lot of mixed views about it. I mean, if you notice, most of Hollywood is they really like it or they're kind of disappointed by it. So just mixed review overall, but still a good grade. It's a good movie to watch. It's
Yeah.
definitely one that you'll want to see if you're a Tolkien fan. I'm Kevin Whitney.
And I'm Maddie Bancroft, and up next is Game Review.
Hi, I'm Kevin Lake Critic Whitney,
And I'm Brockendowdle.
and today we're going to be reviewing
Slender.
Yeah. My thoughts on Slender. It made me have fudge puddles the first time I ever played. It's a great game. It's got the perfect suspense music. It's got the perfect kind of if you're looking for just a cool game to play. It's kind of like a thing in the moment when you're bored in the house at night. Too much Facebooking or whatever.
I can't do it. I can't.
Because you're a wuss.
Yeah,
you're
I know.
a wuss.
I know, but I like to play games to where I don't need a spare pair of pants.
You're a
Like-
wuss cake. You really are a wuss cake.
Well,
You are what you eat. Okay.
Anyways,
The whole objective of the game is to collect 8 pages before this guy named Slender Man gets you. Slender, it's kind of like a lot of people say it's a true story of a guy he kidnaps children and kills them, I guess. But it's not really like that. It's just kind of a game that a website called 4chan made up this character called Slender, and they made it into a game. But what can you say about the character overall?
the character, like which one?
The little girl,
The little girl?
the one that needs to work out.
Yeah, she needs to learn how to run. She needs to at least go for a day in the gym or something because she can't go 4 steps without getting out of breath. And she also needs to go to the store and maybe buy some Duracells or something because her battery's just crap.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. Ho-ho.
I think too many Twinkies for her. Overall, it's just like you play a little girl and you're going around this like gated yard almost, and you're getting followed by this guy, and it's just like I said, the music is awesome in this. By the way, we're not going to show you Slender. You're going to have to see him for yourself. So take that, losers. But also, just to point out, there is other games of Slender other than the ones that we're showing right now, but this is the only game that I have played. There's a lot more, supposedly, that are really good. And, the whole reason I started playing this, and you know I'm not a gamer.
Yeah, you're
I'm-
definitely not a gamer. You stink. Like, you stick to Nintendo games.
Yeah, I'll stick to my Super Mario Bros. 3, but one night I saw this guy named PewDiePie on YouTube. He played this game. Yeah, he's pretty funny. He showed me this video. Well, not PewDiePie, but he did this video on YouTube of a review of Slender, and I was just like, wow, I really need to play this game. It looks really fun. Downloaded it, and it's a free download for anyone who's wondering, and it's really fun. But Brock, what's your final review on it?
I'd give it a 2.5 out of 5.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I like better games.
well, for PC, it's got good graphics, good sound quality, good movement, and if you get the right version, it doesn't lag.
Yeah.
I'd probably say it's around 4 out of 5, especially for a PC game.
All right.
I'm Kevin Whitney.
And I'm Brock Dowdle.
On to
Music.
Le music. I'm Kevin Whitney.
I'm Rachel Lehman.
And I'm KP.
Today we're going to be reviewing
Michael Buble!
his new Christmas album. Is so good.
I know, right?
Okay, let's talk a little bit about Michael Buble. He has the perfect hair, the perfect voice, the perfect uniqueness,
The style.
the style,
clothes.
his clothes.
His clothes.
I want his
I know.
clothes.
He's
Why
a
can't I be
really
a
good
little
dresser.
mini Michael Buble? He reminds me of like a new school of the old school with the Rat Pack and
Yeah.
like Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and it's just like he's done covers of them, and he's also at his shows he's really funny. He's like a comedian, what Dean Martin used to do. But overall, what'd you think about the new Christmas album and his Christmas songs?
I love Christmas songs. I love all the different covers that people do, but his is the overall best. I could listen to him all day. It's amazing.
I think my favorite song is White Christmas.
She stole mine. Mine is White Christmas as well. It's like it had this new, I don't know how to explain it. It's like this feeling of nostalgia at Christmas, like when you used to go around the fire when you were a kid and drink hot cocoa with your family and all
Yeah.
of that.
Christmas.
Yeah, like real Christmas feels and all that. And it's been kind of hard to get into the Christmas spirit this year down in New York. I mean,
No
we've
snow.
No snow.
Yeah, we've had green
Rain.
Christmas, not white Christmas. That's probably why it's
Rainy
my favorite
Christmas.
song. Yeah, rainy Christmases for the past 2 years. But what would you rate this new Michael Bublé's Christmas album overall?
Me, 5 out of 5. His style, his voice, just the way he presents himself. That's
just so
enough
hot,
to give him
too.
5 stars.
I would give it a 5 out of 5 too. He's really unique, and I just love him.
Everybody does. I definitely rate him like these two, 5 out of 5. I mean, maybe it's just because my music style and music choice is better than everyone else's, and that's why I review it a 5 out of 5. He's one of my favorites to listen to. So let's go on to honorable mentions. Lindsay Sterling.
Oh my gosh, I love her so much.
She is a dubstep violinist.
Talk about being unique.
Violinist. Yes, that.
She is the most unique person I've seen on YouTube so far.
I love her hair too. The way she styles it, she's just so different compared
Kevin
to
has a
everybody.
crush.
I do. I have a crush on Lindsay
His
Sterling.
wife.
It's
Will you
his
marry
wife.
me, Lindsay Sterling? Please.
He might be young.
Yeah,
but
I might be young, but I am willing. I'm going to probably see her in Buffalo in February. A show that's only, I think, $75 that Kurt said. I'm going with...
Kurt's going to?
Yeah. So sooner or later, I'll be able to see her. She does dubstep and she plays the violin at the same time. That's what's so different about it. What are you guys' thoughts about
I think my overall favorite one of her is when she did the Skyrim theme. That is my favorite one. Her and the one guy, that just mashup is so good. Like,
that Viking love?
I just can't stop watching that video.
What's your favorite?
Her music videos too. They're so so unique. The places she takes them in.
Like
films
We Fell in
them.
Love,
Yeah.
where she did the tribe. I love that one.
She went to Africa, I think.
Yeah, I think it was Africa.
And my favorite song of hers is Elements, probably, and just because like it really, she represents it in the videos, and she has everything going as well as it did in her song, pretty much. But overall, let's give her a rating. 5 out of 5. She's gorge. She's great at what she does.
I think I would give her a 4 out of 5. I like how unique she is.
4 out of 5.
She's
She's just saying that to tick me off, folks.
Not gonna say anymore.
I gave her a 5 out of 5. She's unique. She is amazing at the violin. And her videos, overall, the effects, the way she presents them, the way she presents herself, she's just amazing overall.
I'm Kevin Whitney,
I'm Rachel Lehman.
And I'm KP.
signing out.
Media